distinguished guests, welcome once again to the Singapore University of Social Sciences Convocation 2025. As the ceremony is about to begin, we would like to request for everyone to please take their seats. Graduands, please ensure you are in full academic attire. This includes your gown, mortarboard, or bonnet, and keep them on throughout the ceremony. Kindly follow the usher's instructions when going on stage to receive your folders and do return to your seat afterwards. We ask that all graduands and guests remain seated until the end of the ceremony. Please also ensure that all mobile devices are set to silent mode. And now, before we begin, let us hear from our graduands in this video as they reflect on the journeys that have shaped their path and share how they aspire to shape the future after their graduation.
SUSS was my first choice. It's where I learned that the law isn't just about rules. It's about giving others hope. Hope that tomorrow can be fairer and better. As a kid, I dreamed of standing up for people who couldn't stand up for themselves. When I received the Justice Chor Singh Study Award to read law at SUSS, I knew this was the path I've been waiting for. Tomorrow, I will make justice reachable.
I used to be the quietest in the room. At SUSS, presentations scared me, but they also challenged me to step out, speak up, and keep going, even when I felt uncomfortable. 4 years ago, I would have never imagined standing in front of a room full of people and actually training them. So these 4 years at SUSS has really transformed me. Who would have thought a quiet person like me would one day train others? Now I get to watch others grow, just like I did, and that inspires me to keep daring myself to do more. Tomorrow, I will help to lift others higher.
Health issues forced me to rethink my path. There were days where my body just wouldn't cooperate. I have hyper-joint mobility syndrome. Hyper-joint mobility meant that I'm prone to pain and injury. Even sitting through a lecture could be a challenge. I had to pace myself, rest when I needed to, and keep going. The thought of quitting never crossed my mind. SUSS gave me the tools and support to start again. We also provide C3, counseling, and life coaching services. Switching careers isn't easy, but the future doesn't wait. You mold it, you choose it. I'm very happy to say that I've graduated and I've landed myself a job that I love. Tomorrow, I will keep shaping my path.
I've been in a uniform service, moved in corporate, but elder care stays with me. Saving a life is one thing, helping someone live their best days is another. At SUSS, I've learned to turn data into care. If someone hasn't had visitors in a while, we know and we can intervene. No one should ever feel forgotten or isolated. Tomorrow, I will walk beside those who need me.
In Calcutta, I met children whose lives could be changed if someone simply showed up. That's why I started Air Amber, a social impact organization that focused on helping exploited women and children. Wei Chong was just full of energy. He would be, in some sense, a little bit all over the place in terms of how his conversation would go. We were able to offer Wei Chong an opportunity to join us and to be part of the social impact work that we were doing. It is just extremely encouraging to see that someone that you have walked with and that you have helped today now is helping others. We couldn't be more inspired by that. That is, again, one reason why we do our work. Tomorrow, I will keep showing up for someone who needs me.
We will shape our tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome the academic procession, and please remain standing until the end of the national anthem.
I declare this convocation open for the presentation of graduates for the degrees in business.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Distinguished guests, thank you for joining us today as we celebrate Singapore University of Social Sciences graduating class of 2025. Professor Tan Tai Yong, SUSS President, will now give a speech in this video.
Graduands, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SUSS Convocation 2025. Today we gather to celebrate the accomplishments of our 3,400 graduates, once again our largest cohort to date. SUSS has been growing. Over the past year, the university has achieved several significant milestones. The site for our new campus has been finalized, and we anticipate establishing our presence in the Bugis Rochor area in due course. Additionally, this year we committed to ensuring that all Singaporean students who qualify based on per capita income will be exempt from tuition fees at SUSS. Last month, we were also pleased to launch our newest school, the School of Social Work and Social Development. Today, I want to focus my speech on a milestone that all of you have reached. This milestone reflects the many individual journeys that have converged on this stage, each marked by dedication, resilience, and growth. This year is significant as Singapore celebrates SG60 under the overarching theme, Building Our Singapore Together. Your graduation coincides with this noteworthy occasion, and our convocation theme, Shaping Our Tomorrow, reflects a similar aspiration. You now step into the future as graduates. Your achievement is the outcome of consistent effort and lessons learned. With that achievement now comes a responsibility to help shape a world changing faster than ever before. As technology progresses and societies develop, forthcoming challenges require not only intellectual capability, but very importantly, a strong sense of purpose. Purpose keeps you steady during challenges, empowers perseverance after setbacks, and motivates you through fatigue. Purpose transforms tasks into missions. It turns a career into a calling. But purpose is not something you learn in the classroom. It is something you discover, shape, and live out. And this is where Dream, Dare, Do, the ethos that defines our university, comes alive. It is not simply a phrase on our walls, but a way of living and leading. It challenges you to dream with clarity of purpose, to dare with courage in the face of uncertainty, and to do with commitment so that your actions leave a lasting impact. Do not only dream of success, dream of making a difference. Purpose gives your dreams clarity, helping you see not just the life you hope to live, but the world you hope to shape. The most meaningful dreams are not about possessions or titles. These do not last. Dream instead of making meaningful change, creating positive impact, improving lives, and leaving a legacy. Pursuing dreams requires courage to face the unknown, challenge conventions, and take risks. Purpose drives this courage, motivating you to act boldly for a cause greater than yourself. Stand for what is right, create what is needed, and lead even in uncertainty. Actions matter most when driven by purpose, turning effort into outcomes. Every contribution builds the larger story, and even smaller deeds done with integrity and compassion will help shape the future. Take Khairul Anwar's journey, for instance. His childhood dream was to become a lawyer, but life's responsibilities, building a career, starting a family, providing for loved ones meant setting that dream aside. Yet purpose has a way of calling us back. Years later, Khairul dared to pursue that dream again. Balancing full-time work, a demanding law program, and family commitments was no easy feat, a challenge many of our part-time students know well. But with courage anchored in purpose, he kept going. At SUSS, he found a learning model that allowed him to balance work, family, and study while deepening his commitment to community law. What truly sustained him was his family, the late-night Chayu messages, the small celebrations, and the constant reminders of why this journey mattered. Khairul's story brings to life the spirit of dream, dare, do with purpose. He dared to reignite a dream. He pursued it with conviction, and he did it with the support of those who stood beside him. His success reminds us that purpose is not carried alone. It is strengthened by the community we journey with. We see this as well in the experience of Li Huiyi. In her third year, she found herself stretched thin, juggling a heavy course load, long work hours, and personal struggles that left her drained. What kept her going was the support she received, counseling through C3 at SUSS, the encouragement of her parents, and the steady guidance of a work attachment supervisor, Jerry. Their belief in her gave her the confidence to press on and step into the future with courage. Huiyi's story reminds us that dream, dare, do with purpose is never a solo journey. Purpose is strengthened by the people who walk beside us, families, mentors, and communities who lift us up when the road is hard. And just as Khairul and Huiyi found strength in those around them, so too will you. the friendships you have built here, the guidance of your lecturers, and the support of your loved ones are reminders that none of us shapes tomorrow alone. Together, we find the courage to dream bigger, to dare further, and to do with greater impact. Dear graduates, as you walk across this stage, remember this: the heart of education is not knowledge alone, but the wisdom to live with purpose. Let your purpose be the compass that shows you the way, guides your dreams, strengthens your daring, and gives meaning to all that you do. So congratulations to the graduating class of 2025. The future is yours. Go shape it with purpose.
We would now like to invite Associate Professor Ding Din, Dean for School of Business, to introduce our graduation speaker. Associate Professor Din, please.
Today, we are privileged to have Mr. Lau as our graduation speaker. Mr. Lau is the Chief Executive Officer of the Singapore Logistics Association, SLA, since November 2024, overseeing nearly 700 member enterprises and driving a dynamic logistics ecosystem through industry collaboration and international partnerships. Before joining SLA, he was Executive Director of the Transport and Logistics Division at Enterprise Singapore from April 2021 to October 2024. He began his career at Enterprise Singapore, then Trade Development Board, in 1995, spending nearly 3 decades in public service with key roles including Center Director in Taipei and Beijing, Regional Director in Guangzhou, and Group Director of the China Group from 2011 to 2015, facilitating Singapore companies' business collaborations in China. From 2015 to 2021, Mr. Lau served as Director of Transport and Logistics, leading initiatives across logistics, mobility, aviation, maritime, e-commerce, and supply chain technology to foster innovation and internationalization for Singapore companies. He holds a Bachelor of Business Administration from NUS and an MBA from Tsinghua University. It is both an honor and a pleasure to welcome Mr. Lau to SUSS as today's graduation speaker. Mr. Lau, please.
Good evening, Mr. David Chua, member of the SUSS Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, faculty members, proud families, and most importantly, year 2025 SUSS graduates of business. It is my great honor on behalf of the Singapore Logistics Association to celebrate your achievements and to welcome you into one of the most vital, dynamic, and forward-looking industries in Singapore and beyond. Today is a milestone not just for you, but also for the future of Singapore's supply chain and logistics sector. When most people think about logistics, they picture trucks, ships, containers, and maybe even spreadsheets and scanners. But I think many of us know that logistics is much more than that. It's that invisible networks that keep the world moving. It's what connects farmers to markets, manufacturers to customers, and people to opportunities. And here in Singapore, the small but global nation, logistics is not just an industry, it's our lifeline. It's how we transform from a trading post into a global hub for innovation, resilience, and connectivity. As we often say in SLA, logistics is the quiet enabler of Singapore's success. Logistics enables 50% of Singapore's GDP, notably in manufacturing and trade. And starting today, all of you, I hope, will be part of that story. Graduating in business, including specialization in logistics and supply chain management, is no small feat. You have studied complex systems, you have mastered data analytics, you have navigated disruptions, and you learn how to make decisions under uncertainty. You've done all that at a time when the world's global supply chains have faced unprecedented challenges, from global pandemics to shipping bottlenecks to climate disruptions, even conflicts. And here you are, resilient, ready, and equipped with the knowledge and the mindset to lead in this new era. And by choosing this path, you have made a powerful choice. You have chosen to work in a profession that perhaps not many people understand or really know about, but it is a profession that not just relating to moving goods, but more importantly, about moving possibilities. You've chosen a career that blends logic and leadership, precision and purpose, and data and humanity. And to be honest, in my view, there's no better place to begin this journey than right here in Singapore. Every day, thousands of vessels pass through our ports. Changi Airport connects us to more than 100 cities across the globe. Our logistics parks and facilities hums with activities powered by automation, digitalization, and above all, professionals who care deeply about what they do every day. The city is a living laboratory for the future of logistics, where innovation meets execution. At the Singapore Logistics Association, we have seen how this ecosystem has evolved over the years, from manual operations to autonomous vehicles, from stacks of paper documents to AI-based supply chain digital platforms. Yet, at the center of all these are people, logistics professionals, which I hope many of you will become, who make the impossible look very normal and routine. Allow me to share something from my own journey. During the first few days of the COVID-19 pandemic, as the Director of Transport and Logistics in Enterprise Singapore at that time, I was involved in ensuring that Singapore logistics companies continue to operate as an essential service. My team worked 24 hours for days in shifts, close partnership with the companies, coordinating with public and private stakeholders. I salute the tremendous efforts from Singapore logistics companies and from our logistics professionals that enable goods to flow through our factories, through our airport, our seaport, and ensure that our supermarkets and stores are stocked with essential items for every Singaporean. There were no celebration, no headlines, just strong camaraderie and the single tenet of our transport and logistics community. We keep things going. That experience taught myself something important. Logistics is not right out there in front, in your face. It's happening where we don't usually see it, but it's there, and we are doing what we can because it's there. And it's not also about perfection. It's also more about perseverance and persistence. It's about staying calm in the storm, finding solutions when the world says there's none, and it can't be done, and delivering not just goods, but trust that the people and our customers have in us. And that is the spirit I hope you will carry with you, the Singapore spirit of excellence, of integrity, and resilience. The future of logistics is currently being rewritten, and many of you will be the authors of that. Technology is transforming how we move, how we track, and how we plan logistics. AI is reshaping forecasting. Automation is changing operations. Sustainability is redefining what we understand by success. At the Singapore Logistics Association, we are working very closely with public and private partners to drive this transformation through initiatives like our AI, logistics sustainability professionals, and our logistics and supply chain career conversion programs that prepare Singaporeans for the future of logistics in Singapore and beyond. And I hope that's where you can all come in. Your generation will design supply chains and operations that are not just efficient, but ethical. Not just fast, but sustainable. Not just cost-effective, but purpose-driven. You will build or co-build a logistics ecosystem in Singapore that will serve global businesses and builds a better world, and strengthen and entrench Singapore as the global hub. Leadership in logistics is unique. It's not loud, it's not always visible. It's leadership that happens behind the scene, just like logistics, through action, through reliability, through care. When a shipment arrives on time, when a community receives the essential goods, and when trade continues despite disruptions, that's leadership. And as future leaders of supply chain and logistics, remember that excellence begins with accountability. It's the person who follows through, who keeps promises, who brings people together. And because our industry runs on trust, you will be its stewards. Graduates, you are joining an industry that's changing faster than ever. But as we can see from our recent pandemic, it's also one that has never been more essential. Every day, Singapore logistics professionals play a part in shaping global trade. Starting today, that responsibility and that opportunities is yours. So wherever or whatever your career takes you, whether you manage or drive operations at the new Changi East, Tuas Megaport, lead digital supply chain transformation in a global MNC, or start your own sustainable logistics business, remember this: you are part of a community that keeps Singapore connected, competitive, and trusted on the world stage. Singapore is and will be the global logistics hub. You are part of a legacy that keeps and values resilience, reliability, and respect. And you are part of a future that depends on your innovation, your integrity, and your heart. So on behalf of the Singapore Logistics Association, I congratulate each and every one of you. Let's also show our deepest appreciation to the people that supported you and enabled you through the years of study, your families, your friends, your mentors, your colleagues, and last but not least, your teachers and the faculty. So congratulations, you have a bright future, and we all count on you to keep everything flowing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Law. We will now invite our presiding officer, Mr. David Chua, member for Singapore University of Social Sciences Board of Trustees, to present the folders to our graduates. Mr. Chua, please.
Presiding Officer, may I present the following graduates on whom the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Analytics has earlier been conferred. Douglas Chu Jing Hang. Chua Jia Le. Anglo Bronze Award, Yap Wan Ting. SUSS Business Forecasting Book Prize, Zachary Tan Wei Zi. Binjai 3 Community Engagement Award, Kelly Gloop Tayong. Adeline Tan Chu Ju. Andre Chen Jie Wen. Andrew Lim Wei Jie. Azaru Daniel bin Aminur Rashid. Ban Sim Jong. Brian Joseph Ng Jun Heng. Bryson Chu Yun Qi. Chai Yun Ting Chelsea. Chan Sun Kit. Cheng Wee Chok Brian. Cheong Hen Wei. Sherry Ching En Hui. Chloe Ong Li Ning. Chong Chi Ting Fiona. Cho Bok Yen. Chua Si Ping Tricia. Dai Ro Yu. Eric Venderson Lim. Fong Zheng Sen. Go Ting Hua. Guo Shu Yu. Jesslyn Hugh Zi Sin. Joesh Sudarshan Devanandan. Jocelyn Vu Pei. Ki Jia Wei. Kor Moon Xuan. Kong Ji Yong Dominic. Kwok Yu Hin. Lee Jin. Li Jiaxuan. Li Jiayi Joey. Li Wen. Leong Wei Xuan. Lester Lee. Lim Ying Renee. Lo Junwei Sean. Marcus Ng. Mariam Hamad. Magna Ramanan. Melvin Chu Jin Ho. Melvin Chue Yue Heng. Muhammad Sufi bin Salim. Natasha Gabriel Chong Yui Ling. Ng Hui Min Lydia. Ng Jun Le. Ng Jun Sing. Ng Wen Wei Evelyn. Ng Yu Xuan. Nicole Tan. Nicole Yap. Noraisha Binte Muhammad Wahid. Nur Umaira Binte Omar. Ong Lee Xuan Jolene. Ui Chu Yen Perlin. Park Wei Ting. Peng Jing Ying. Rajdeep Singh, son of Jaldit Singh. Xie Si Hong Tevis. Shannon Cara Fernandez. Sim Jae Yoon. Tai Jia Xuan. Tan Jung Win. Tan Pei Lin Crescent. Tan Yen Thong Karen. Tan Ian. Tan Yu Qing. Teo Chun Long. Teng Jian Guo. To Jia En. Wang Pei Zhen. Wong Kin Yen Kinnen. Wong Zixiang. Yo Jie Zhao Darren. Zacchaeus Chua Wei Jie. Zachary Ryan Bala. Amita Anand Prabhu. Sheng Hui Shamin, Amaranath, son of Kalaivanan, Ang Kok Leong Shane Gino, Chen Jun Kai, Chong Cheng Siang Austin, Cheong Ting Kwan, Chin Ting Ting, Choi Chi San, Claudia Chua Hui Juan, Desmond Wong Han Wee, Dylan Phi Yao Wei, Goh Jia Ying, Gu Yi Tao Paul, Guo Yin Ling, Helen Sanne Mawi, Ho Pei Chi, Ho Po Yam, Isabel Lo Li Jun, Jacqueline Yap Kim Yu, Jane Ong Meng Hui, Jovan Yong Bin Chuan, Jolene Lim Si Hui, Ku Chong Bun, Kim Hyun Woo, Kwan Su Yi, Liang Yi Wa, Lim Jun Yu Darren, Lim Lei Ki, Lim Lien Fu. Lim Wei Chuan. Lo Yi Jie. Muhammad Hambali bin Muhammad Saleh. Muhammad Asfa bin Razak. Muhammad Fauzi bin Ahmad Khan. Muhammad Hanafi bin Jafar Sadiq. Muhammad Saifuddin bin Muhammad Shahidin. Nicole Eungik Kim. Noor Azan bin Haji Abdul Latif. Noor Shashrifa binte Ramlan. Noor Amilana binte Juraimi. Noor Ariyani binte Hamidon. Noor Natasha binte Muhammad Razali. Nurul Hikmah binte Ramli. Ong Jia Liang Vic. Ong Yao Hui Glenn. Pang Yi Xuan. Po Sin Yi. Po Yong Xian. Praveen, son of Tamil Mani. Kwek Shu Ting Cheryl. Yuan Teo Yu Ning. Sangeeta Naidu, daughter of Kanaya Naidu. Si Jiahui Shamin. So Wee Sing Belson. So Yang Chi Edmund. Song Te Wei Jeremy. Stanley Chia Zhi Hao. Tan Jun Wu. Tan Theng Hui. Tan Xin Hui Rachel. Han Yong Ming. T Jia Leong. Teh Hong Sing. Teh Zijing. Zi Chanhua. Valen Ng Yong Lin. Vera Gu Wen Ya. Wendy Yo Sin Yi. Yong Peng Kiet Chanel. Yvonne Kwek Chi Shan. Nur Shahida Binte Muhammad Ismail.
Thank you, Mr. Chua. Next, we would like to invite Associate Professor Din Din, Dean of School of Business, to present the folders to our graduates.
Presiding Officer, may I present the following graduates on whom the degree of Bachelor of Science in Logistics had earlier been conferred. Abdul Aziz bin Salim. Elvin Ho Chia Chun. Ang Shu Teng. Arvind Kumar, son of Krishna Kumar. Joshua Ng Hong Yen. Muhammad Nur Haikal bin Muhammad Sharif. Neo Yi Pin. Nur Shahida binti Saleh. Prakash son of Balachandra. Wu Jian Yong, Yu Jingxuan, Presiding Officer, may I present the following graduates on whom the degree Bachelor of Science in Logistics and Supply Chain Management has earlier been conferred. A. Shazia Naas, Adillah binti Ahmad Noor, Aisha Natsnin binti Kaja Maidin, Ang Jun Ho, Aslan bin Adni, Bernice Lin Tzu Hui, Cameron To Chun Han, Cassidy Wan Kai Shun, Chan Ying Liang, Zhang Guorui Joel, Chiu Yu Nian, Chua Cheng Ru Brian, Fatil Fatli bin Roslan, Go Jun Sheng, J. Vignesh, Jalin Ng Chu Lin, Jessica Lim Tzu Yun, Jivesh son of Seka Naidu, Rokim T. Chin Ta, Lee Chong Ta, Lim Wei Liang, Lam Kwok Hong Liri, Megat Muhammad Nukamil bin Abdul Razak, Melvin Kang Chia Le, Muhammad Shakil Shah bin Muhammad Nasir, Muhammad Fakri Shakri bin Sazali, Muhammad Akil bin Bakhtiar, Muhammad Haziq bin Abdul Rashid, Manshu Ling, Munirah binti Zainal, Neo Sing Ka, Neo Chun Kiat Wilson, Niu Chen Xuan, Ng Hui Yi, Ng Xin Hui, Nur Aisyah binti Kasim, Nur Hakim bin Sulaiman, Nur Ain Syairah binti Muhammad Yaakob, Nur Faizal binti Johari, Nur Fidaus bin Muhammad Ridwan, Ong Chien Hao Howard, Ong Song Rui, Park Yi Wei, Pang Kai Liang, Po Hee Sui Jolene, Pu Lei Peng, Rishi V. Rajaram, Rizwana Fatima, Sanjeev Kumar, son of Ilango, Xia Chun Wei, Sean Ong Chang An, Sid Jin Yi Darrow, Siti Noor Khairul Huda binti Muhammad Yunus, Siti Nurhanis binti Muhammad, Siva Prakesh, son of Velusamy, Sun Kun Ming, Sun Ming Jun, Shahira binti Abdul Latif, Shazira binti Abdullah, Syed Sakir binti Syed Ali, Tan Hong Ing, Tan Jia Yi Shannon, Tan Song Jin, Tan Yue Zhi Andrew, Teo Lee Mei Esther, Teo Wee Kiat, Dong Richi Rachel, Vigneshwaran, son of M. Birachami, Wavelin Ong Zi Ying, Wang Wei Ming, Yap Chun Fai Raymond, Yo Hui Cheng, Yo Jinkai Jane, Presiding Officer, may I present the following graduates on whom the degree of Bachelor of Science in Supply Chain Management has earlier been conferred. Singapore Logistics Association Gold Award, Lim Zi En, James. Singapore Logistics Association Silver Award, Mutu Karupan Alagapan. Singapore Logistics Association Bronze Award, Muhammad Minchaj, son of Muhammad Iqbal. Brenda Lim Shin Ray. Cheng Wayne. Chiu Tzu Yao Charmaine. Jia Jia Sun. Jia Weijie. Cheng Hao En. Christine Chow An Lee. Chua Chong Ying, Davina, Dumon Teo Han Song, Andrew Alexander Louis Teng Fai, Eugene So Wei Jun, Fei Ong, Fazlur Rahman bin Farouk, Felix Ang Hong Kwan, Fitri Nabila binti Hamdan, Ganesan Kavi Mashatini, Gassiano Mijana Grazia Maria, Glenn Fu Yuan Song, Go Mui Fung Jennifer, Heidi Wu Li Ming, Ivy Ku Hui En, Kenichi Iwanaga, Jack Zhang Jie, Jason Liu Jie Sheng, Javier Gan Quan Chi, Joel Ong Wang Hui, Jovin Tan Chen Cho, Justin Raphael Milov Joseph Lau, Ko Yuan Ting, Ko Zin Khan, La Ye Yun Nicholas, Lam Ka Ho, Lee Jun Ming, Lee Chu Yi Joey, Leong Elise, Leong Jun Hung, Louis G. Yu Heng, Li Ziyuan, Li Zishan, Liang Linya, Liu Tekzi, Lim Enru, Lim Ting Kang, Lucia Lee Xin Yi, Mark Hui Ta Jonathan, Marilyn Ko Hui Teng, Mavis Yo Hui Wen, Mei So Yong Chi, Mirezra binti Adnin, Muhammad Danish Mirza bin Muhammad Shah, Muhammad Ashik bin Hamdan, Muhammad Salihin bin Masno, Muhammad Shahiran bin Sulong Khairuddin, Ng Si Xuan, Ng Wan Zheng Primopson. I know. Gui Jia Sin Wendy, Nur Diana binti Nordin, Nurul Janah binti Muhammad Radi, Ong Yi Yu Wayne, Poon Wai Yi Joey, Pierre Ko, Quek Sin Yong, Rachel Lee Shi Ying, Xia Fang Hui, Si Keng Swan, Sim Chia Yi, So Wei Xuan, So Yongping, Surabhi Sridhar, Suvati Dr. Raju, Tai Yu Xiang, Tan Fang Yi, Tan Jun Liang, Tan Xuan Tong, Tan Zexuan Elise, Teo Rene, Teo Chuan Ying Kelly, Tam Wei Liang Desmond, Ding Mei Qi, Wang Chiu Yi, Wong Hui Sin Jermaine, Yo Cheng Chi Jasmine, Yu Si Han, Zahira binti Zaki,
Thank you, Associate Professor Ding. Next, we would like to invite Mr. Mohammad Shahiran bin Sulong Khairuddin, Bachelor of Science in Supply Chain Management, to give the valedictory speech. Mr. Shahiran, please.
Mr. David Chua, member of SUSS Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, professors, and lecturers, fellow graduates, family and friends, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mohammad Shahiran, a proud graduate of the Bachelor of Science in Supply Chain Management program from the School of Business. It is both a privilege and profound honor to stand before you today, not only as one of the valedictorians for the extraordinary class of 2025, but also as a friend, peer, and fellow traveler in this shared journey. I speak not for myself, but for all of us who have made it to this moment. We began our university lives in the shadow of a global pandemic. Our first semester was entirely virtual, marked by isolation, uncertainty, and pixelated classrooms. Adapting to the rigor of university while forging friendships through a screen was no easy feat. Then came a curriculum change midway through our studies. Just as we gained our footing, the ground shifted again, but for the better. So here we are, not merely as survivors, but as scholars, leaders, and change makers. We didn't just adapt, we thrived. We built resilience in real time and unknowingly prepared ourselves for the hybrid and ever-changing world that awaits. Each of us fought our own silent battles through late nights and early mornings, juggling work, family, and countless assignments. But still we marched on. Behind every GPA, there was grit. Behind every group project, a lesson in teamwork. Behind every accomplishment, a story of perseverance. It wasn't easy, but those moments defined our endurance, our commitment, and our determination to see this through. Hence, SUSS has never been just about academics. It shaped our character. It nurtured not just what we know, but how we care, how we lead, and how we serve. We learned to think with our heads, act with our hearts, and cultivate the habits that endure long after exams end. And through it all, we embodied the SUSS spirit of dream, dare, do. This growth wasn't limited to the seminar rooms. It echoed through community initiatives, peer leadership, and the spirit of service. Whether you led a student group, participated in overseas service learning, or simply showed up for your peers, all of it mattered. All of it contributed to the legacy we leave behind. For me, that meant stepping forward, to serve, to contribute, and to build. Whether it was leading the experiential team building program, co-chairing the class giving committee, or championing causes in the supply chain interest group, these weren't just roles. They were my way of saying thank you. My way of making my time here count and to be for others what others were for me. And I know many of you here did the same, not for accolades, but for impact. We were united by a common purpose to make our mark not just on paper, but in the lives we touched. To our dedicated lecturers and professors, thank you for seeing our potential even when we didn't, and for answering our questions late into the night. Your guidance stretched beyond the classroom and syllabus, igniting in us a passion for growth and discovery. To our families, friends, and loved ones, thank you for your quiet strength, your sacrifices, and your faith in us. Even when we struggled in silence, you were always there for us. Now, it would be amiss for me not to mention the key figures in my own journey. To Ibu and Abba, thank you for your love, for your support, and for your unwavering belief in me. You've seen me at my highs and my lows, but one thing has always remained constant, your faith in your son. You have given me so much, and now it's my turn to give back. To the friends I've made here at SUSS, thank you for giving me the space to grow, for believing in me when I doubted myself, and for encouraging me to take on roles I never thought I was capable of. You know who you are, and I'm deeply grateful. Graduates, may I now invite you to rise and face those who stood by you. Let us honor them with our warmest applause. Please be seated. Now, as we cross into the next chapter, let us remember, we are not defined by how easy the road was, but by how boldly we chose to walk it. We dared to try, we dared to fail, we dare to lead. And now, we were there to keep on growing. Wherever we go next, may we continue to lead with intention, humility, and heart. Before I end, I'd like to leave you with this reminder. As the artist J. Cole once said, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. Never compare your journey to someone else's. There is no comparison between the sun and the moon. They both shine when it's their time, and our time to shine is now. So let's go out there, be bold, be great, and make our mark. To the class of 2025, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Shahiran. We have now come to the close of today's ceremony. To all our graduates, we extend our heartfelt congratulations on your achievement during your time at the Singapore University of Social Sciences. We look forward to hearing the many ways you will continue to shape your tomorrow, carrying with you the spirit to dream, dare, and do as proud members of the SUSS alumni family. Distinguished guests, may we now invite you to rise for the national anthem and kindly remain standing as the academic procession takes their leave. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2025!
Ladies, gentlemen, students, I now declare this convocation closed. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for attending the Singapore University of Social Sciences Convocation 2025. We hope you enjoyed the ceremony. Graduands, kindly remain to collect your convocation figurines at the collection point on the right. And for the award winners, please head over to Hall 601 for a group photo. Please follow the usher's directions to exit as we prepare the hall for the next session. Have a good day ahead, everyone.